Alright, welcome back to the channel for another overview video for UFC Fight Night Moreno vs Albazi in Edmonton, Canada. There will be a total of 14 fights on this card, so let's go straight into it. The first fight is in the featherweight division between Jack Shore, the 29-year-old from Wales, and Youssef Zalal, the 28-year-old from Morocco. And the favorite in odds for this match is Youssef Zalal with minus 277 in average odds. Jack Shore is the underdog with plus 214. Youssef Zalal is also the favorite in picks by the Topology community. 80% predict that he will win and most think via a submission or a decision. And 20% predict Shore to win. The UFC Prediction Channels also favor Youssef Zalal, but he's a pretty big favorite. 44 out of 50 or 88% predict him to win, and only 6 out of 50 or 12% predict that Jack Shore will win. And all 7 best predictors over the last 5 months pick Youssef Zalal to win as well. For those that don't know, the best prediction channels are the ones that have a return of investment of 5% or higher over the last 5 months over all of their picks. The names in the lighter green have a return of investment of between 5 to 9.9%, and the names in the darker green have a return of investment of 10% or more. For more information, check out my 5 months results video. You can find the link in the description or click the link on screen now or at the end of this video. Next is a women's fight in the flyweight division between the 34-year-old Jamey-Lyn Horth from Canada and the 30-year-old Ivana Petrovic from Croatia. Horth is the favorite with minus 224 in average odds and Ivana is the underdog with plus 179. What is really remarkable is the Topology community picks. Only 17% pick Horth to win and 83% are picking Ivana to win. So yeah, not really sure what's going on there at Topology, but pretty remarkable I think. And most of the YouTube prediction channels agree with the odds makers. 32 out of 48 or 67% think that Horth will win and 16 out of 48 or 33% pick Ivana to win. And for the most successful predictors over the last 5 months, 4 out of 7 pick Horth and 3 out of 7 pick Ivana. Next up is a fight in the bantamweight division between the 37-year-old Anheliger from Canada and the 37-year-old as well, Cody Gibson from the United States. The favorite in this match is Cody Gibson with minus 194 in average odds, and Chad has plus 157 and is the slight underdog. 83% of the Topology community pick Gibson to win this fight and most think via decision, and 17% are for Chad. And the YouTube prediction channels also favor Cody Gibson to win, but he's a pretty big favorite here. 44 out of 48 channels or 92% predict him to win and only 4 channels pick Chad to win. And also the best predictors over the last 5 months all pick Cody Gibson to win. Then we have a fight in the bantamweight division between Sidey from Canada, who's 28 years old, versus Garrett Armfield, who's also 28 years old, from the United States. Serhiy is the small favorite with minus 152 in odds, and Garrett Armfield is a slight underdog or a small underdog with plus 125. Also, the Topology community favors Sidey to win, with 64% of the picks and most think via decision, and 36 is for Garrett. And in picks from the YouTube prediction channels, Sidey is also a favorite, but not as big as with the Topology community. 27 out of 50 or 54% predict him to win, and 23 out of 50 or 46% pick Garrett Armfield to win. But most of the best prediction channels pick Serhiy to win, 5 out of 7 versus 2 out of 7. Next is a fight in the heavyweight division between Alexandr Romanov, the 33-year-old from Moldavo, versus Rodrigo Nascimento from Brazil, who's 31 years old. And in odds they're basically even. Rodrigo is a tiny favorite with minus 113 and Alexandr has minus 108. but most of the Tapology community favor Romanov to win, with 72% of the picks and most think via decision, and 28% pick Rodrigo to win. But when we look at the YouTube Predictions channels, most of them think Rodrigo will win. 30 out of 50 or 60% predict him to win, and 20 out of 50 for 40% predict Alexandr to win. And 4 out of 7 of the best predictors pick Rodrigo and 3 out of 7 Alexandr. So, the second fight of this card, where the Tapology community have a different opinion on who's going to win than the YouTube prediction channels. And then we have a featherweight fight between the 28-year-old Charles Jourdain from Canada and the 37-year-old Victor Henry from the United States. And just like the previous fight, this one is also pretty close in odds. Charles Jourdain is the slight favorite with minus 331 and Victor Henry is the underdog with plus 108. And in picks from the Tapology community, this one is very close. 52% favor Jourdain versus 48% for Henry. And most agree that this fight will go to the decision. In picks by the YouTube prediction channels, Victor Henry is the favorite. 27 out of 49 or 55% pick him to win, and 22 out of 49 or 45% pick Charles Jourdain to win. So here again, the third fight of this card, the YouTube prediction channels and the Tapology community have a different opinion. And out of the best predictors, 4 out of 7 pick Charles and 3 out of 7 pick Henry. If you enjoy the content and find it helpful and informative, then don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much. The next fight is a women's fight in the flyweight division between the 30-year-old Ariane Lipski from Brazil and the 35-year-old Jasmine Jasudavicius from Canada. Jasmine is the favorite with minus 232 in average odds, and Ariane Lipski is the underdog with plus 188. And in picks from the Tapology community, Jasmine is also the favorite with 71% and 29% pick Lipski. And most predict that this fight will go to the distance. And also the YouTube prediction channels agree with the Oddsmakers and the Tapology predictions. 42 out of 49 pick Jasmine to win this fight for 86%, and 7 out of 49 or 14% pick Ariane to win. And of the best predictors the last 5 months, 6 out of 7 pick Jasmine and 1 out of 7 pick Ariane. Then we have a fight in the bantamweight division between the 36-year-old Ayman Zahabi from Canada and the 38-year-old Pedro Munoz from Brazil. And again, like other fights on this card, the odds are really close. Zahabi is a small favorite with minus 118 and Pedro small underdog with minus 103. But compared to the odds, the Tapology community favors Zahabi a lot more. Zahabi gets 72% of all the picks and 28% is for Pedro. Most think this fight will go to the decision. And the same with the YouTube prediction channels. 35 out of 50 pick Zahabi to win for 70% and 15 out of 50 pick Pedro to win or 30%. And of the best predictors, they all pick Zahabi to win. And then we have a fight in the welterweight division between the 32-year-old Mike Mallet from Canada and also a 32-year-old Trevin Giles from the United States. And compared with the many previous cards we have seen, it's crazy to think that someone is the biggest favorite with minus 272 in odds. But Mike Mallet is the biggest favorite of this card. And Trevin is the underdog with plus 213. So this card in odds has some really good matchmaking going on, with a lot of close fights. The Tapology community heavily favor Mallet to win with 90% of the picks, and most thinking he will win via KO, TKO or a submission. And Mike Mallet is even a bigger favorite with the picks from the YouTube prediction channels. 49 out of 52 or 94% pick him to win, and only 3 channels pick Trevin to win for 6%. And 7 out of 7 of the best predictors also pick Mallet to win. Then in the middleweight division we have a fight between the 34-year-old Marc-Andre Barriault from Canada versus the 32-year-old Dustin Stoltzfus from the United States. Marc-Andre is the favorite with average odds of minus 202 and Dustin is the underdog with plus 164. And Marc-Andre is also a big favorite in picks from the Tapology community. 83% pick him to win, and most think it will go via decision or KO TKO. And the YouTube prediction channels agree as well. 43 out of 52 or 83% pick Marc-Andre to win, and 9 out of 52 or 17% pick Dustin to win. But what's interesting is that 4 out of 7 of the best predictors over the last 5 months pick Dustin to win, and 3 out of 7 pick Marc-Andre to win. So they see something in him that most don't see. Will they be right? Let's find out this Saturday. Then we have a fight in the light heavyweight division between the 30-year-old Caio Machado from Brazil versus the 28-year-old Brandon Ribeiro from Brazil as well. Machado is the slight favorite with minus 160 in odds, and Ribeiro has plus 132. But even though Ribeiro is the underdog in odds, 78% of the Tapology community pick him to win, and they think he will win via KO or TKO mostly. And only 22% pick Machado to win. In picks from the YouTube prediction channels, it's a lot closer. 27 out of 50 pick Ribeiro to win, or 54%. And 23 out of 50 or 46% pick Machado to win. And of the predictors with 5% ROI, 4 pick Ribeiro and 3 pick Machado. If you are enjoying the content and want to support the channel, I've just launched a Patreon page. As a member, you'll get exclusive daily updates on the latest fight predictions and stats that didn't make it into my YouTube preview video, including daily updates on picks. Stay on top of the latest picks from UFC Prediction Channels and the top UFC predictors on YouTube. Keep up with how the average betting odds are shifting day by day. And daily updated stats from the Tapology community picks. Your support helps me to keep creating content, so check it out if you're interested. Then we have another heavyweight fight on this card between Derrick Lewis, the 39-year-old from the United States, and Jonathan Diniz from Brazil, who's 33 years old. Diniz is the favorite with minus 177 in average odds, and Derrick has plus 144 and is the slight underdog. Derrick Lewis is the favorite in picks on the Tapology community with 62%. But what I've noticed on the Tapology community picks is that the popular fighter usually gets picked more, which in this case is Derrick Lewis. 38% pick Diniz to win, and almost everyone thinks this fight will end in a KO or TKO. In picks from the YouTube prediction channels, this is the closest fight on the card. It's almost a coin flip. 27 out of 53 or 51% pick Lewis to win, and 26 out of 53 or 49% pick Diniz to win. Of the best predictors, 4 pick Diniz and 3 pick Derrick Lewis. So very close overall. So should be a fun and exciting fight, but that's usually the case when Derrick Lewis fights. And for the co-main event of the evening, we have a 5-round fight in the women's flyweight division between Rose Namajunas, the 32-year-old from the United States, and Ariane Blanchfield, who's 25 years old from the United States as well. And again, the odds are pretty close. Ariane Blanchfield is a small favorite with minus 137, and Rose is the underdog with plus 112. 60% of the Tapology community pick Namajunas to win this fight, and 40% pick Blanchfield. Most thinking this fight will go to the decision. And most of the YouTube prediction channels also favor Rose Namajunas to win this match. 33 out of 53 or 62% pick her to win, and 20 out of 53 or 38% pick Ariane Blanchfield. And of the best predictors, 4 pick Rose and 3 pick Ariane Blanchfield. And for the main event of the evening, we have a fight in the flyweight division between Brandon Moreno from Mexico, who's 30 years old, and Amir Albazi from Iraq, who is 31 years old. Brandon is the favorite with average odds of minus 171, and the underdog is Amir with plus 139. 65% of the Tapology community pick Moreno to win, and 35% pick Albazi. Most think this fight will go to a decision. And also the YouTube prediction channels favor Brandon Moreno. 36 out of 52 or 69% pick him to win this match, and 16 out of 52 pick Amir Albazi to win this fight, or 31%. And 4 out of 7 of the best predictors also pick Brandon Moreno to win, and 3 pick Amir Albazi to win. Hope you enjoyed this breakdown of all 14 fights and found it informative or helpful. If you did, then don't forget to like this video and subscribe. I would appreciate it a lot. Thank you all so much for watching, have a great weekend and enjoy the fights on this card. I'll see you all in the next video.